Come here. Shoop. Alrighty. How do I... Where is my light switch? I don't know where my light switch is on this. But I feel like I should probably have a light switch on. Engine switches. Okay, Jesus, I don't know. Lights. Which one would it be? Floodlight? I can't turn that one on. Landing lights. Turn the strobe light on. I can't. Okay, so there's only some that I can turn on. I can turn off. Okay, I don't want that off. We're not taxiing. Do I want to turn on the landing lights? Maybe that's it. Ah, that did help. Okay. So I think we are going to be good to go here. We maybe turn down the game sound a little bit. P. Okay, it's still kind of loud, but I think we're going to be all right with it. So let's see. Oh my. Yeah, we don't want that view. We want the virtual, and I'll just keep an eye on. There we go. So we're going to Norfolk, Virginia. Let's get this party started. Once we get up in the air, we can turn off those lights then. Alright. Pulled up a little hard, but we're alright. Oh, you know what? I don't have a shit. I don't have a I don't have a shit. Let's keep the trim up here so that we can keep going at a positive rate so I can look at something here. Maybe not quite that much. Okay, that should give us enough time. Where is... Yeah, I don't have... Fuck me. I really don't know where I'm supposed to go because I just... So mistakes have been made already. That didn't take long. What's up, Jack? I made a mistake in the choice of airplane. I don't know how to... Yeah, shoot. That's unfortunate. You can zoom... Yeah, I know, zoom out. But that's not what I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Shift 3? Oh, sweet! Dude! You are a lifesaver. Can I... Come on, can I... All right. Um. I don't. Can I zoom? No, zoom out. Okay, so I need to turn. Okay, we've gone up far enough, and let's go ahead and make sure we piss off this other skycock. I can turn on the autopilot? I have no idea how to do that. And it will fly the route? Really? It's on the right side of the panel? Alright, hold on. Let me, Alright, I'm just about at 5,000. That's where I think I wanted it to be. It's on the right side of the panel, so... like, over here somewhere? Auto control. Below the thing that says 1200. Oh. Right here? Oops. And then hit the Alt button. Okay. And then hit Nav. Is that it? Fantastic. This is my first time flying with this this plane. Go down below, Luke. There's a switch that's... oh, let's go to switches. Wait. Shift 2? In the two... oh, wait. Okay. Hold up. Oh, I see. Okay, what am I looking for? This one? That's interesting. So that's why you have the choice between this view and the virtual cockpit, and that's the autopilot switch icon there. Okay. Donations, virtual Kirk. I keep wanting to say that wrong. I don't know if this particular... because I'm on a different computer right now, and I don't know if anything's set up. Didn't know... oh, okay. Yeah, this is my first time on this Cessna. Off stream earlier today, I did a flight to O'Hare from Madison, Wisconsin. This is the Beechcraft Baron. Okay. Why would Automod hold that? Anyway. So, the other one I flew earlier today had this is a different plane. I wanted to... there. Wanted to turn that off. A Baron 52. Well, there's like two that I don't know why I'm looking at the camera. The camera's not on. This and the other one are the same thing, except for the other one is like the G1000 or something like that. You donated $1.70? Why, yes, you did. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it very much. And I was not obviously expecting anything like that. My cat's pawing in my back, sorry. So I didn't even bother to set that up here. Thank you very much. Have I tried Fortnite? My dude, I have gotten as far as downloading it. I just can't bring myself to play it. I've seen other people play it, and I don't know. The Cessna 172 is the best plane to learn in. That's what you fly in real life? See, I thought that's what I was flying here. Obviously not. Or maybe that's the one I flew earlier. I know I flew the Skyhawk earlier. Doot, doot, doot. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, Flame, for your... The 172 is a Skyhawk. Okay, so... I knew it sounded familiar. Thank you for your donation, Flame. Boop, boop, boop. I have not learned any of the radio callouts or anything yet. Yesterday was my first successful takeoff and landing. I had a viewer help me kind of learn how to set up the controllers. My controller, because the whole one hand thing. And then today, I didn't know that either. I accidentally hit this earlier, and I didn't know what I pushed to bring it up, so I X'd it out then. Cool. And then earlier today, I did a test, like a test run, down to O'Hare, in the Cessna 172, and I successfully took off and I successfully landed it. It wasn't the prettiest landing, but it was one that we were able to walk away from. You can fly FR, VFR, whatever you want on the default. Okay. Well, first things first, I just want to take off, land, all right, kind of start kind of a little slow, and then I'm going to work my way into more realism, because long-term goal is to actually fly one of these in real life, so that's long-term. Flying the plane is always the first step. Yes. Yes, I would agree with that. There's a lot of similarity from this to real life. Well, I imagine a big difference would be like the turbulence and the way the wind affects. we took a trike up to 15,000 feet yesterday. I'm pretty sure you can't do that in real life. It was pretty windy up there. This is my first longer flight at night as well. The handling of the aircraft in real life, you have force feedback, right? Yeah. And that makes sense too. Smells. I imagine it smells a little worse. I have ridden in a Cessna before. The smell of AV gas. Years ago, I was riding with a guy who needed some solo hours. So he invited me to go with him. And we just kind of flew around for about 2 hours, and it was interesting. He did a couple of, what do they call them, land and goes or something like that. Where you come down and land long enough to touch and goes. Yes, that's it. What did I say? Land and goes? That's odd. Yes, touch and goes. Excuse me. And I can vividly remember that flight. So, just one of those things. I love flying. I love being a passenger. My wife, however, hates it. And I didn't really realize that. A couple of years ago, we went down to Cabo San Lucas. And I picked a flight to have like 3 connecting flights. Not because it was cheaper or anything, but because I like landing and taking off. There's touch and goes, stop and goes, full stops, missed approaches, and go arounds. He only did the touch and goes that I remember. He never did a stop and go. Never did a missed approach. Never did a go around that I recall anyway. Grandpa Groovy, thank you for the follow. My dude. This is a flight sim that I'm just getting into. As a student, you're not allowed to do touch and goes when you're solo. You can only do full stop taxi backs. Huh. Now, this was back in '93. So I don't know, maybe they were a little bit more relaxed on that back then. But I've always wanted to be a pilot, and yeah, it's just, this is the very, very, very first step. It's not FAA policy. Oh, it's your flight school. Gotcha. Because I've been watching like Air Force Proud 95 and like his videos for over a year, and like, man, that'd be cool. And then I finally broke down, and because I had Flight Simulator back in the 90s and it was trash. But they've improved it quite a bit since then. And either that or my idea of what's trash has changed. Well, that's possible too, I suppose. So I broke down and bought the game, and then bought, the shitload of DLCs for it to make it more realistic. And I got some friends over in Ireland or Scotland that play it, and they're always wanting me to do flights with them. And like, I have the game, yes, but I'm not good at flying. So it is a money hole, yes. the damn DLCs, man. There's so many of them, and none of them are cheap. It's crazy. Boop boop. Let you know a bunch of great music and realistic add-ons. Oh, a bunch of great and realistic add-ons. Absolutely. I mean, I'm not probably ready to utilize them yet, but you can definitely let me know which ones you like. Maybe that'll give me time to save up for them. I didn't realize this was a 2-hour flight. Oh, no links. I forget about that. The autopilot thing is awesome, though. I didn't have the autopilot because I didn't know how to turn it on. Well, for the flight earlier today, down to O'Hare. No, it doesn't time me out. I don't have any choice as far as... Well, I guess I could turn that off, but then, there's a-holes that would put links to things that shouldn't be linked. It's the A2A Cessna 72 trainer? Really? I'm gonna write that down. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a picture of that. There we go. And then once I get comfortable flying, these smaller planes, then I don't know if maybe then I'll look into learning doing would you recommend VATSIM or FX Cloud or something? $60 on X-Plane 11? What is X-Plane 11? It's a more up-to-date simulator, really? There was another one that I've seen other people playing, the P3D or whatever. The FSX platform, but more up to date as well. Okay, so the X-Plane 11 is completely different than Flight Simulator for smaller planes. Okay. I'll look into it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. So they do the same thing. It's just kind of whichever one you prefer. And I'm sure, you know, just like with Apple and Samsung, there's people that really like Apple that hate Samsung and vice versa, or Android, I should say. Oh, so you don't have to buy a shitload of DLCs with it? Mm-hmm. Many of us play them all. That's you're spending a shitload of money, man. Still need to buy some of the stuff if you want to be more realistic with X-Plane, but it's better out of the box. You spend more time in X-Plane? Well, I wish I would have known that about $400 ago. Boop, 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 boop. Just dropping FSX? Really? That's rough. I'll take a look at it. Who would you recommend? It's on Steam. Like everything's on Steam. Who would you recommend watching videos for it? Oh, you can download a demo? Really? That sounds cool. Make sure it runs on your computer. John Fly does YouTube? Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. This is my school computer. So it's probably not quite as good. But my main computer that I use is pretty beefy. If you can look down, I don't know if you're watching on a computer or mobile, but if you're watching on a computer, you look down at my Twitch panel and it shows you my computer specs. I'm quite sure my computer's fine for it. You don't have to download it again, just input your serial key. Huh. That's kind of cool. This computer that I'm running on isn't quite as beefy, but it's got the same amount of RAM. Actually, I think the processor might be better. Graphics card's a 1070, so the graphics card's not as good. Recommend watching our stuff. Right. I mean, that would certainly help. Definitely long run. But I don't want to get too overwhelmed, I should say. You're running a 1050 and i5 for yours? Well, the 1050 should be fine. Processor-wise, I'm not, like, super knowledgeable about. I'll definitely take a look at that. X-Plane 11. Is there like X-Plane 10 and X-Plane 9 too? Well, yeah, right. I was assuming. When did that come out? Oh, okay. Then yeah, definitely more recent than this. Okay. Right. That I knew. So yeah, definitely. Before I put any more money into this, I'll be checking out the other stuff. So where are you guys from? If you don't mind me asking. Illinois? Tennessee. I'm not far from you, dang driver. I'm not far from Chicago, actually. It was quite hot this weekend so far. It's supposed to be hot again tomorrow, too. Oh, you're right at the Iowa line? Like Dubuque line, or are you down further south? Quad Cities, gotcha. Do I have a Discord? I do. I don't have it on this computer, though. I'll be streaming tomorrow sometime. Quad Cities is about 4 hours away from me. Oh, thank you for the follow, Day Driver. I was down in Nashville back in '97 for called a NAMM convention. It's National Artists Music something or other. Met Paul Stanley there, and it was hot as hell. Too many doing what 77 757s. Those are I don't know. I don't have anything against those. Nashville's a hellhole. There's friendly people there. There was definitely friendly people at Deja Vu. One of the first things I did, like anybody does, What does GA mean? A two-plater? You know, one of the first things I think anybody does when they get this is, oh, general aviation, okay, is, you know, they pick out the biggest plane that they can find and try and fly it. And I don't know, even though they're cool to look at, I just did not enjoy flying it because to me they're like so sluggish, and they're slow to respond, and that's why another reason why I like the Cessna type. Ugh. I didn't realize this flight was going to be this long when I pulled it up. Nashville had just opened up, what the hell was it called? It was a new, like, instrument store. It's like Music Mars or something like that. You can fly higher and go faster. I'll stay at 5,000. I'll man up. 5,000 is really low. Is it really low for this aircraft, though? Alright. You talked me into it. Alright, do I have to hit this again then? I just let it just do its thing? Alright. Hmm. It goes up gradually, unlike what I would do. Of course, if I just would have done that right away at the beginning, it'd have been fine. Whee! My bad. you know, in the plane that I was in earlier, it was stationary, you know, so you couldn't put it up. I didn't even look at that. Good lord. God, I'm a dumbass. Good times. And you know, I would have had those down the entire time if I wouldn't have done the looked outside. Yes, sir. Like, how soon am I going to want to start uh, going down? Like, how far away? Driver, yesterday I did that. I hit the G button and I didn't hear the sound, so I hit the G button again. Well, it just glitched. It didn't play the sound for you the first time. Current altitude. Altitude you want to be at. Okay, so wait, there's math? Okay, so 10,000 divided by 300. That's not even. Okay. Oh, the altitude that I want to be at? I don't know what Wait. So alright, so I'm at 10,000 right now. Divided by 300, and that's 33.333333. You take the current altitude minus the altitude you want to be at. I don't know what that is. What's pattern altitude? 3,000? Okay, so we'll say I'm gonna say it's 3,000. So that's the difference of 7,000. 7,000 divided by 300 is 23.3333. Is that how many miles away that we need to be when we start coming down? 1,100 is pattern. Fuck, I was way off. Okay. Hold up. Why do I have a Europe outlet adapter here? Okay, so we're gonna do 10,000 minus 1,100, which is 8,900. Divide that by 300, and that gives us 29.666666667. That's the distance you want to descend. So basically 30 miles. Am I understanding that correctly then? 30 nautical miles. Okay. So hey. It's top right of GPS. Yeah. Because right now I'm 278 out. Why would you have your baby here? Because you're an alcoholic, that's why. I wonder how they get to 300. How did they come up with that? Is that a lot of trial and error in coming up with the 300s? Babies love loud music. Yes, yes they do. Take a look at an old Cessna POH. All of that is traveling there. I imagine. My wife is at a Bratfest and a band Blackstone Cherries there. And she asked me if I've heard of them. I said, yeah, I've heard of them. Asked me if I liked the music. And not really. No ages in chat. Dude, I was the worst flight I've ever been on was in this prop and before bed, right? Nah, you're over 13, you're fine. Was in this old prop plane that went from O'Hare to Madison, Wisconsin. And this thing was yellow on the inside, and I don't think it was yellow. I think it was stained yellow because it still had cigarette ashtrays in it. They had to duct tape the door shut, and they were doing something with duct tape on the wing. Crazy. And it was turbulent as hell. Things were shaking. Thought the window was going to pop out. It's called speed tape. Yeah. It's yeah. The stewardesses didn't really seem too concerned with it. I kind of thought it was a big deal. Actually, no, my wife thought it was a big deal. She didn't want anything to do with it. Right. Well, now step back. Wouldn't you, if you didn't know anything, wouldn't you think that too? If you saw people putting on duct tape to these things. Good times. It was awful. Well, the plane was so late. They said our plane was supposed to leave like at 11 something at night. We didn't get out of there until 8 something in the morning. So whatever plane we were supposed to have never showed up or something. I don't know. So then they brought this old thing out of the hangar. That was probably a day from going to the junkyard. Ah! Stop. Why did it do that? That was odd. Really? No. Why does that do that? So I guess I can't do that. I can't hold it down. Look around too much. Be flying over the ocean. Flying over the Atlantic. Alright, hold up here. Whew. We're back. Boop, 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 boop. I could probably turn that light off. Hey, thanks. It was an unexpected break. Boop, boop. Was this instrument panel, rotating beacon, strobe light? Okay, so this is the only one then that's on, right? Yeah. Well, that's certainly changed. That's not exactly what I wanted. Well, it is a beautiful night. Looking at nothing? Oh, because it's... Why did I get that radio? New York, that wasn't even us. You having a good weekend anyway? Besides the heat? Having a very, very nice weekend. Last week, actually the last 2 weeks at work were pretty stressful. You passed your written test for your private? Sweet, dude. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. Driver, you're staying in the air conditioning. That's sweet. Me too. I went outside yesterday to get the mail, and I had a package come today that I had to go outside to get, which kind of surprised me. A package coming on Sunday, but it was from Amazon, so it was for a client of mine anyway. Hell yeah, dude. Passed a written test. That's awesome. I've just been getting garbage sleep lately too. See my doctor on Tuesday morning. Probably gonna up my Ambien medication I take at night. I've had insomnia since I can remember, actually. Since I was a little kid. I ended up yawning now, but I can't get to bed. Last night I think I was awake till 2 in the morning. And then, I'm a peer support specialist. So that what that means is basically I help people that have addictions and other disorders, mental disorders, usually like PTSD, bipolar, schizoaffective, anxiety, stuff like that. And then they have an addiction, be it alcohol or pills or opiates or what have you. And the last 2 weeks have been kind of a bit stressful. And you add no sleep to that, and God, last Wednesday was awful. I had last Wednesday actually was my 5-year anniversary of being clean and sober, and the night before I didn't get any sleep at all. So all day Wednesday I was pretty agitated and grumpy. Not the nicest person to be around. which, you know, sucks when you're supposed to be on a special occasion of sorts. Just chilling. I'm still waiting on a national certification to come back. Plus, I'm going to school for my master's right now too, and that's about as easy as it sounds. I am studying, getting my master's in addictions counseling. My end goal is to be um, uh, I can't think. Duly credentialed so that I'd be able to help in a more in a bigger capacity than what I can as a as a peer specialist. Pretty wholesome career. I don't know about wholesome. I spent about 17 years of doing everything but wholesome stuff. So yeah, I kind of went about it the hard way. But I had two really awesome counselors when I finally decided it was time to get clean myself, and they really made a difference, and it made me want to kind of do the same for somebody, even if it's only one person. You know, kind of like a pay it forward type thing. The problem is that the success rate isn't very high. You know, the relapse rate is really high. Like there was 14 people in treatment at the same time as I was, and they said statistically only two out of the 14 were going to remain clean and sober, and that is actually about accurate. The one guy says he's clean and sober, but um, he's on medical marijuana. So that's he's intaking a lot of THC to consider and still consider himself sober, but whatever, man. Yeah, it is a high relapse rate because drugs suck, dude. Alcohol's a drug too. Um, I smoked cigarettes for 20 years, and I quit those. Those were, I still to this day want a cigarette. I want to smoke. Never gotten into any of that. I hope you never do, dude, because they really, the drugs really control you. People. There's a lot of people out there that say, you have a choice. It's not a disease and all this fun shit, and that's not really the case. I mean, if you look into it, if you do any research into it whatsoever, it's a disease. If you look into the DSM-5 that breaks everything down, it calls it a disease. You may have a choice of drinking one, but after that, you don't. Yeah, there's pretty much a no tolerance policy when it comes to being a pilot and getting caught with drugs or alcohol for good reason. And I'm not saying that no one can go out and have a beer or whatever, but it's it's still dangerous. For me, I couldn't just have one. The rule in aviation is 8 hours. Honestly, I'm quite surprised it's not 12. Bottle the throttle. That really surprises me that it's not 12. Because you still be drunk after 8 hours of no drinking. I've been. I was still drunk after 12 hours not drinking. Yeah, some days are harder than others. Um, Especially when you got some that the FFA limit is 0.04. It wouldn't surprise me to see that come down to being a absolute nothing, like a CDL. Exactly. That's what I thought the FFA rule was, but apparently it's company rule. Yeah, when you get people that see other people overdose and they still keep using, it just it's like, how do you get through to them? Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's scary, man. No ages in chat. Yeah, right. Oh, some parts of Tennessee are dry counties too. I found that out the hard way. Yeah, I don't know about that. There's, and people have a valid argument when they say, I don't know why you have to wait until I'm 21 to drink when I can go out and serve my country when I'm 18. That's I can't argue against that. I have no comeback for that. Yeah, it's a wise choice. I mean, I don't. I Yeah, I think you'd be hard pressed to find somebody who was 30 or 40 and that had never done drugs or drank, excessively. I think you'd be very hard to find somebody 30 or 40 that said, looking back, I wish I would have done some crystal meth, or I wish I would have, you know, got drunk for 3 days straight and been hungover then for next week. I've never heard anybody say that. And it just, I mean, there were times where I would drink Listerine because it's got alcohol in it. Not very good for your stomach. When the NyQuil's not doing it for you anymore. Pop some Listerine. Ugh. Yeah, for me, it wasn't a choice anymore. See, everybody says that. At one point in time, I said that too. Like, yeah, and it kind of goes downhill. It's like when I first started, drinking excessively. It's like, well, yeah, I'm drinking, Miller Lite or Genuine Draft or whatever. I'll never drink Keystone. And then sometime later, well, I'm drinking Keystone, but I'll never drink Busch Light. And then, well, I am drinking Busch Light, but it's not that bad. It's actually pretty good. But I'll never drink NyQuil. Pretty soon you're drinking NyQuil. This is kind of tasty. But I'll never drink Listerine. You have a sister who smokes cigarettes, took a long time to quit. The thing with cigarettes is, and there's people that'll tell you that quitting smoking cigarettes is as bad as quitting heroin. And my initial reaction is to laugh at that. But then I think, actually that's not a stretch. They're very similar. And it's anybody that can stay anybody that can stay quit. That is not English at all, but can continue to be a non-smoker. Like, it's been 5 years since I had a cigarette. I applaud them, even if it's a week without a cigarette, a day without a cigarette, because it is damn hard. And I kind of got lucky the first 11 days. I didn't know it because I was in the ICU at a hospital. My colon had gotten infected and swollen up and was growing back through my bladder and intestine, and plus I was going through alcohol withdrawal, and it was a rough 11 days. And of course they don't let you smoke when you're in there, so they slapped a nicotine patch on me, and there it was. Of course I had to do work to stay, to not quit, because it's very easy. Once you're on your own, okay, I'm gonna go have a cigarette. There's nothing illegal about it. There's nothing really that's, I won't get picked up by the police if I go to a gas station and pick up a pack of cigarettes. It's not illegal or anything, but it's something that I don't I don't want to get back into that habit. And there was nothing about it that I did not like. I did not want to quit. There was absolutely nothing about it that I didn't care for. Loved every bit of it. Loved the taste. Loved the having to go out 30 below degrees to have a cigarette in the winter. And yeah, it's. Tell your sister I said congratulations. Some people don't understand how big of a deal it actually is, and it's hella hard to quit. So tell her I said big props. With alcohol, the thing with alcohol is your body can get physically. You don't know if she has quit, but if she's trying, you can't quit if you're not trying. That's just the facts. She's on the other side of the country. Gotcha. Yeah, well, your body can get physically addicted to alcohol, and you could literally die without it. I didn't know that. I didn't think it would be that severe. I thought you'd get the shakes and that's about it, but no, there's a lot more, and that's just with alcohol. I mean, no other, not that I'm aware of. Well, wait, there is one other drug that you can die from going into withdrawals from, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it is, but it's not heroin. Heroin, you just feel like you want to die when you're going into withdrawals from heroin, but you physically won't as much as you feel like you will. Freshman year was some guy came in for a week. Who was in there for an entire week? That's kind of overkill. But then again, if he made his point, that's all that matters. Alcohol and driving, man, I got a DUI back in 2003, and it actually made me drink more, but I wouldn't go as far away from home when I would drink. So the thing with drinking and driving is you feel like you're still in control and you're not. But if somebody tells you you're not, you're gonna say, fuck you, yeah I am. You don't know me, you're not my dad. Give me my fucking keys. I think I've had that conversation verbatim. And then you try, there were many nights where I'd be coming home and have to keep one eye open or one eye closed in order to be able to see straight, because otherwise, everything was spinning. And that's a bad deal. It's a bad deal for America. Yeah. You're 12, there's someone driving in front of you. Just imagine if you were coming the other direction. If they were headed towards you. I was lucky in that I never hurt anybody. Never got into an accident. Very lucky. And I was a happy drinker. I wasn't a violent dude at all. Suppose that helped. Damn expensive though. I mean, in 5 years, I've saved $100,000 just from money that was spent on drinking. Granted, about 50 of that has gone to paying for school because I went back and got my bachelor's, and now I'm getting my master's. The bachelor's itself was like $37,000. I was spending at least $70 a day on alcohol. Times that by 5 years. $70 a day. And that was average. Some days I spent more, some days I spent maybe slightly less, but it was usually $80 if I'm honest. And you say every day, you're like, yeah, but you did take some days off. No, not really. In 17 years, I think, might have been 5 days I didn't drink because I was sick. Maybe 6. Because I was like legit. Wait, why do I have a message? How do I listen to my message? This button? Airspace ahead, less than 10 minutes. Okay. Does that mean it's the airspace that I'm... Okay. Well, that's the first time I ever heard about that. Some of the more complicated stuff. Now, that would be when I would have to, like, check in with other towers. Is that correct? Okay. And this has been the longest flight that I've done so far. A few different classes of airspace. I'm sure that you got one for the major airports. Because, like, we're probably coming up on Class A, B, C, D, E, and G. We're probably coming up on Washington, D.C. airspace. So that'd be what, Dulles? That's from most to least strict? Gotcha. There's no F class? Why'd they skip F? That's alphabetist. You've flown in all of them but A and C? So what was the Class B airspace that you flew in? Most international? See, now I would have guessed that would have been A. A would be airspace around international airports, or the major ones. Your home airport is under a shelf of a Class B? Huh. It's all airspace from 18,000 to 60,000. That really gets up there then, huh? Class E from 60 to infinity. Space and beyond. Take a snap of this flight. Ah, the infinity symbol, yes. Pop that baby to my story. Boom shakalaka. It's Alt 236. Huh? Do I do I have to hit them all together? It didn't do anything. I don't have a numbers pad, so it's the numbers above the letters. This is the smaller Razer Chroma keyboard that doesn't have the keypad on the right side because my space. This is just my school computer, so what? Okay. Oh, the Alt 236. That is that's. Oh, I didn't have my thing for the to type in chat because every time I move the cursor and put over on my other monitor, it pauses the game for some unknown reason. I didn't know that. That's cool. Good to know. There's a setting, pause on task switch. That's probably not something I can get to without getting off of this screen. Be general or display. Um, I don't think so. Time and season. Go to airport map. Aircraft. Knee board. So it is under settings. Okay. So I don't think it'd be load or save. General. Pause. Oh. So now I should be able to. Nope, it still paused it. Why did it do that? Why? Oh, it cut out my sound though. So I don't know. It's not working though. The maybe it's this keyboard. I have another message. Airspace near and ahead. Roger that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Another message? Inside airspace, thank you. That's what she said, inside airspace. Oh, a child, really. I don't have any. There's nothing there. Windshield. Oh, DI switch. Prop sync. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Go around. I want to press all the buttons. Taxi lights. Landing lights. Don't have to do those quite yet. We still got 44 minutes to go. Why am I getting New York Center stuff? Should I be moving any of this? I don't know what frequency I'm supposed to be on either. I probably should have looked that up. Would that be in... Would it be in Navlog? Just hit the top right. What?
Let's see here. 5 goals, 12 interceptions, 5 saves.
Just hit the on the ComStack. This one? Okay. It'll switch the frequencies you want. Oh. So I just want to do that. Yeah, the arrow button. Alright. Yeah, we don't need no ATC. We don't need no ATC. Just not New York Center, right? Okay, what did we say? I need to, when it's 30 nautical miles is when I need to go down to 1100? Is that what we decided on? That was our pattern. Okay. Okay. That's kind of cool. Do I want to enable this? Visual flight path in the sky? Nah, we're gonna go with nothing for now. But yeah, it was 1100. So then I should be able to see the runway then. How far out? I won't be able to see it at 30 nautical miles, will I? Well, especially at night, I probably be able to see it from farther away because, well, night. Pilots better have more comfortable chairs to sit in than what I'm sitting in right now. Runways can be really hard to find. You know, that doesn't surprise me a bit. Maybe that's why I went my first flight earlier today. I went into O'Hare because you can't miss O'Hare. If you miss O'Hare, you got your your eyes closed. The chair that I usually use for my when I stream on my streaming computer, it's downstairs. It's one of those DX Racer chairs, and it's really nice. This chair that I'm in for my school chair, it's just a regular $30 cheap Walmart office chair, and it's just like rock solid on my ass, and it's awful. It's not meant to be sat in for this long. I'm sure of it. Some of the Cessna chairs? Really? Of course, I probably could use a chiropractor anyway. My back hurts. Yeah, my ass does too, but I'm not used to sitting this long though. Usually out and about. When I am at a computer doing notes or whatever, progress notes, it usually isn't more than 45 minutes. Ah, it could be I'm just fat too. I don't know. That could be it too. I'm all alone. I don't have anybody in there with me. So sad. Oh, that was loud. Ta-ta. I got loud. Alright. You have to let me know if that's too loud. I did turn the game sound up a little bit. I can always turn it down. Alright. Cool. It's kind of hard to tell because in my headphones, it sounds louder than hell. So sometimes I'll catch myself shouting, and I don't need to shout. All right, cool. Have yourself a good one, and I'll try not to crash this. Thanks for watching, my dude. Thanks for all the help. Have yourself a good night. Have a good Monday. Have a good holiday. I do have a Discord, yes. I don't have access to it on this particular computer, though. But I do have one. Have yourself a good Memorial Day. And be good. This is exciting gameplay. What up, Free? Don't be hating on the flight sim, man. We're coming up. We got 32 minutes. And then we're going to land. So it's going to get interesting. I might crash it. That's always something special. There's a city over there. Oh, Jesus. Not sure what city that is. You think Crap Duster Flight Sim would be more your speed? Yeah. You and your instant gratification. Sometimes you just gotta chill, Free. Just gotta chill and sit in an uncomfortable chair for 2 hours. I probably could have turned flaps down. Oh, flap switch is at 0%. Never mind. I'll have to remember that for when we get closer. We're doing fine on the fuel. Amateur? Amityville Horror? Whee! Free, you know, you caught us. We are 2 hours into this flight. I'm sorry, I take that back. We are 1 hour and 52 minutes into this flight. This is a flight from Worcester, from Worcester, Massachusetts, down to Norfolk, Virginia. And originally, I thought I was in a Cessna Skyhawk, and turns out I was wrong. Estimated time en route, 2 hours, 5 minutes, so maybe it took me longer to get it set up than I thought. Alright. There's a Beechcraft Baron 58 that we're in tonight. So how's your weekend going, Free? You worked all weekend? Yeah. Well, that doesn't sound fun. All work and no play makes Free a dull boy. Do you have to work tomorrow? Or is tomorrow just an American holiday? Money's on short supply? Gotcha. I imagine. How is the newest free doing? Yours was last. That's right. I knew that. I thought about you when I saw it on the calendar. Because you're like the only Canadian that I know. So anytime I see anything Canadian, you pop into my head. Haven't called to get an update today? I continue to hope that everything goes as well as can be expected, and even better then. How's your puppy doing? He was jumping in Gross Creek Blackwater, so he stayed at home today. Doing puppy things. I did some CSGO earlier. He was pretty proud of himself. I bet he was. Doggies love that. Yeah, when I started this flight, I didn't realize it was going to be this long. I thought it was just going to be like an hour one. I was wrong. Suppose I could have saved it and just continued it tomorrow, but that's not very realistic. Do you guys have any idea when you'll get to bring the baby home? At least another month, you'd wager? Now, I can't remember if you told me or not. We got a boy or a girl? Does Little Free have a brother or a sister? Okay, so the newest is the girl. Okay. Do you have a name picked out for her? Sophia Marie. Pretty sure you're old and forgetful. Wow. Free, dude, I've had, you know. Yes, I am. I'm old and forgetful. I'm off my medication too. I don't think you told me your name though. Well, they do say memory is one of the first things to go. You know what? Maybe we both are. See, what probably happened, Free, is you probably put it on Twitter, and half the time I don't get notified that people that I follow post anything on Twitter. Yeah. So you probably put it on Twitter, and that was when I wasn't getting any notifications. So you could have thought that you were telling me by putting on Twitter, but I didn't see it, so I didn't. I don't know. That's all I got. That and the first stage of Alzheimer's. So we got about 30 more nautical miles before we start our descent. Which is good because my back is killing me. Excited about something. There's another plane up there in the sky. Look, Mummy! There's an aeroplane up in the sky. What are we clapping about?
Sorry.
I'm flying into Norfolk.
Sorry.
Think I can see the USS Wisconsin?
What?
I said I'm flying into Norfolk. Do you think I can see the USS Wisconsin?
Maybe.
Boop, boop, boop. Bum, bum, bum. I will say, Free, that the people that have popped on and said hi in chat from the Flight Sim community have been nothing but incredibly nice to me. Kind of the opposite of the Minecraft community. All one of them. Dude, between earlier today and last night, I have gained 4 followers. And I had 7 people watching earlier, and yesterday I had 8. You've lost about that many from not streaming. I didn't stream for 2 days and I lost 3. Because I didn't get any sleep for 2 days. No, but if you go up and watch somebody that I've never played this game, I never streamed it before, very rarely have I played it, which is why I'm awful at it, and they're just being so nice and offering me, suggestions about, what I can do to help fly the level and take off and how to understand certain things. It's great. I'm not used to that. I'm used to little Minecraft bastards from the past. And then, I mean, CS:GO people in chat have been fine, but you know, there's people in the game that are toxic as shit. Your Windows 7 is apparently not genuine. Free. Why are you using stolen Windows 7? I had that happen with one of my computers, that it thought that my Windows 10 was not genuine. And I'm like, motherfucker, I just bought it. It came with Windows 10 on it, and it said it wasn't genuine. So I contacted the company that I bought it from, and I'm like, dude, when your buddy originally got it for you, you thought he was getting you a real key? Oh, that sucks. Wait a minute, Windows 7? I might have to see if I got a Windows 7 key around here. Imgur. You like the Imgur. You pop that open. What the fuck? I gotta stop opening stuff from you, Free. That's... I'm gonna stop looking at those. You need Windows Pro though? Yeah, my right. The Windows 7 that I have someplace, pretty sure is Windows Professional. I just gotta find it, because obviously I'm not using it anymore. It won't let you upgrade then if it's not a genuine. No, you won't. You'll pay me nothing for it, and I'll like it. I gotta find it first. I think it might be downstairs. It's not like I'm using it. And when I bought it, how many years ago, pretty sure I got its use. I just hope I didn't throw it away, because that's a possibility too. If it's anywhere, it's downstairs. We're getting close. We're getting close. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. 10 nautical miles, we're going to be beginning our downscent, so you're going to have to put up your trays and tables and get your seats sit back up like they recline that much anyway. Because, you know, putting it up will definitely save your ass if I dump this into the ocean. I hope you've enjoyed the flight and enjoyed watching Biodome Rapalli Shore. I will let you know when we get closer how the approach is going to be. Get out your barf bags. That was professional. Weasel, yes. Pauly Shore. The Weasel. I only show the finest movies for my passengers. But for food and beverage, I was only serving a banana and some cashews. And $7 bottle of water. Water. David loves cashews? Well, that's because they're awesome, just like David. What does he think about having a sister? If he fully understands yet. How old is he now? $32-ish months. So he's 2. I think you stop doing months after they reach age 2. Deleted link? Yeah. You can't post links. You're not a mod. You did that on purpose? I don't even want to know what link you were putting. I'm not looking at your picture again, Free. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. We are going to start our descent now into the lovely Norfolk, Virginia airport. We do have the Navy shipyard around here someplace, so if you get shot at by a big-ass battleship, it might be the USS Wisconsin. Hopefully we won't get shot at on our way down. You've also seen it before? Oh, alright. Alright, fine. I'll trust you and look at this one. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. I love his blonde hair, by the way. It's so awesome. He obviously gets his looks from his mother. You were a cute kid too? What happened? Then stuff happens? Like puberty? Yeah. That tends to ruin the best of us. So there's so much stuff on my Garmin here, I can't tell. I'm going to slow down a little bit, though. Puberty's a bitch. So, it'd be great if I could see the airport. I mean, it looks like it's straight ahead of me, but I can't see if I'm straight up with a runway or how much I'm going to have to change it. This is where the money gets made. Do a barrel roll? Yes. That's what I'm going to do. After spending 2 hours flying this thing down here, I'm going to do a barrel roll and dump it into the Atlantic. That's for the lulz. Waste 2 hours and I feel like I should be at a lower height by now. But I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I would think that I should be able to see the airport because it's night. I see one over to my right. We're getting nervous. Coming up on Norfolk. Whee! $12 nautical miles to go. And we are coming up on... Okay, I see the airport now. Coming up on 6,000... Does it matter which one I land at? We're gonna have to cut speed. All right, you know what? We're going to have to cut. We're going to cut. We are cutting autopilot. We're going to extend flaps. Gear up. We're putting gear down. We're going to bring this puppy home. We've had it enough with autopilot's bullshit. Gotta make sure I don't stall it out here, though. Let's kind of bring it a little bit more over this way. We can angle it. The angle of the dangle. Do you believe? Do you believe in love after love? And then I turn too damn much. Things are so sad. Don't take a shot at her. This is a little tricky bastard, huh? You don't want to put it down too early. Alrighty. Flaps are fully extended, sir. No! Shit! Shit! No! It accidentally... Alright, now we can land. Really? Really? After all that? Incredible. And I'm going off the fucking runway. I don't have my landing gear lights on. Stop! Let's see. Now, let's see how close we are to... Whoa, 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 whoa! Shit. And now I ran through the thing because... Alright. Because I didn't cut the damn engine down. Okay. So that didn't work out well. I was trying to hit like a trim, and when I hit the button that I thought was going to do that, it did the opposite of what I wanted it. Come on. Never mind us. Nothing to see here. As we Tokyo drift back to the airport. Plane made emergency landing on a main street in Calgary a few weeks ago. Really? That's scary. In Calgary. See what I did there? Okay, we're going to pretend like that didn't even happen. So you didn't see shit. All right. And that's going to wrap up tonight's flight. Thank you for stopping out, Free. Let's view flight analysis.